What's going on, YouTube? In today's video, we're going to cover a trade breakdown taken last week in the community. We took sell positions on EURUSD, which ended up securing us 5.38 R profit for the week. Hey guys, this is going to be the trade recap on EURUSD from last week. Like I said, we secured a 5.38 R position on selling opportunities. And I just want to let you guys know that I will be still sharing all these trade analysis throughout the week in the free Telegram. But as it grows and as the Discord grows, I'm going to limit how much information I'm going to be giving out for free to the public. So take advantage while you still can. Link in the description. You can join the Telegram free. Come network with us if you feel the need to improve on your trading a little bit or just have some insight on how an experienced trader looks at the market, okay? So looking at the daily on EURUSD, you can see we're clearly in a bull run since September, beginning of October, so start of the new year, we had a bull run. Looking at the daily range, right now we're caught between this high and this low. Very simple stuff, okay? So our expectation using what we know about market structure is because we had a push up, breaking structure, we're going to expect price to retrace or mitigate orders and resume the bullish momentum, right? That way, okay? This is just the daily, so it's very broad. This is our general synopsis though. So our expectations right now are that price is going to be falling for the next couple of days until we meet our optimal trade entry area, okay? So going down to a lower time frame, like the 4-hour, we could see price is still creating that bearish momentum. Likely to come to the EMA and area of inefficiency within the range. So dropping to a 1-hour, this is what we were looking at the morning we took the trade on EURUSD. We had some bearish momentum coming out of Asian session, retest in London, big push, and retest beginning of New York. So dropping to the 15, we can take a look at the range that we're working with. So London made a high, retesting Asia, as well as a low that we can seek to target sell side liquidity. There wasn't too much internal liquidity within the range that was taken, but waking up for the start of New York around 7:30, 8 o'clock, this is kind of what we were seeing, okay? So price was retracing within the London range. We took one high in London and began mitigating orders around this area of inefficiency or area of supply, you could call it. And price ended up retesting the break of structure from the mitigation. So we're down to the 1 minute here, and it was around here where we took our entry. We missed the optimal trade entry in here, but we did get a retest from that area of our change of character or break of structure, whatever you want to call it. And we manually executed a market order at the break of this low here at the beginning of New York. So this was around 8:10. I saw price was dropping, and then I called it out in the group that we should be taking shorts from here. So I manually entered with my stop above that high with the bias that we're going to continue lower based on the retracement for the start of New York. So the setup was a drop from London, retrace New York, continuation New York, okay? What's our overall bias? Go back to the 1-hour. We're expecting price to continue dropping until we meet our optimal trade entry within our daily range, right? There's a lot of inefficiency down here, like this fair value gap, lots of areas of liquidity that could be taken and have been taken recently. So this low was ran, and these lows are getting ran. These lows are about to get run, okay? our bias intraday is just bearish overall. I see a lot of you guys get caught up with some fair value gaps on the higher time frame, like this one. When you have a news event, what was this? Friday, this was NFP, okay? So when you have a major news event that moves the market in a very specific direction, don't expect that area to get mitigated right away. So some of you guys, I saw you buying in Asia because you thought that would get mitigated. That's not really the move to make. After NFP, after FOMC, these big news events, the market, it tends to continue in the direction that was pushed initially from the news event, okay? So with experience, you'll be able to decipher between, you know, like a likely fair value gap to get filled and maybe a fair value gap that will get filled eventually. But I just wanted to make note of that. Some of you guys were a little confused in the Telegram. Okay, so our entry was here at the green line, stops here. Our overall target was round psychological number 107, I believe. Yeah, it was. That was the target that we were looking to get met. It was a pretty low risk trade. If some of you partialed at the break, I wouldn't have been mad at that. So let's just play it out, see how it went. Okay. So towards the end of New York, we made about 6R profit. I think I called in the group. Yeah, about 6R. Overall target was 107, okay? So we're getting towards the end of New York here. Price started to retrace a little before Asia. I called it out in the group that I was trailing my stop above this high in case we broke structure again to the highs. And I highlighted this tiny little supply, extreme supply, as a possible area to retest and continue from. So our overall target was down here, and price just danced around from that overall supply zone going into Asia. And when price doesn't give me exactly what I'm looking for within like 3 or 5 candle closures, I tend to see that as a bad sign. So if I'm looking for some bearish momentum here and price is falling but failing to make a direction, chances are price is going to reverse on you. So I manually closed this position at 5.38, you get the idea, 5.38, and I didn't want to risk losing any more profit going into Asia. We don't know what's going to happen with the market reset at 5 p.m. So we'd rather just play it safe and call it a day with 5.38R secured in the bag. Okay, so that would have covered 5 losses in a row. You know, if you're trading a funded account and you're risking 1%, let's say a 100K account, that's $5,370 secured in one little trade on EURUSD. So as you can see, we used our overall time frame, our higher time frame analysis to support what we were doing intraday, right? We see this bearish momentum. We have an idea where we want price to land and then continue, right? So the overall bearish momentum was correct. We're trading with the momentum of the volume, and that's how we're able to secure 5.38R. Okay, guys? If this video provided you with some value, please like, comment, share, sub. I really appreciate if you guys do that. It helps me out with the algorithm. If anyone's looking for some free resources, like I mentioned before, I have a free Telegram community that's available to the public. And anyone looking to get into any course material, in-depth knowledge, you could join the private Discord mentorship as well, okay? Thank you very much, guys.